Welcome, everyone. This is breaking shocking news. Breaking shocking news, dude. Shout out to Butterdog. What's flapping, BD? Oh, speaking of Butterdog, you're probably too busy, but I'll make you a moderator. Butterdog, you are a moderator now, dude. Cheers, Butter. So usually you mute them and then delete the message because muting them doesn't always delete the message. You'll see anyway. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, shouting this out real quick. Boom, bang, bang. Let's go, Butterdog. Yo, so I'm going to just jump right to shouting out the live on Instagram with a live stream quick. And then we'll get into this shocking breaking news that is literally mind-blowing. This is biblical, by the way. Shout out to Jessia. Yo, what's up, Dial? So it was, it's not just Fox News. There's a bunch of news agencies saying that they're actually naming the species of aliens. Sorry, they're naming the species of aliens, which I already know people are going to say, you're falling for deception. Dude, I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying the mainstream is saying that there's reptilians, greys, insectoids, and Nordics. And apparently they've been altering DNA with them. Like they've been merging human DNA with these DNAs of what they call aliens. But as you know, there's no aliens. They're just probably I don't know, probably fallen angels. So the crazy part about this is that where it gets biblical is that it said that the fallen angels fell to earth, mated with humans, created this strange offspring, Nephilim, which were giants and were evil and were eating people. This is why, by the way, I got a 1960s book, Reader's Digest of the world's best fairy tales. And there is like 50 of these freaking stories are about giants and trolls. Why did they randomly make all that stuff up? Like it's just folklore, right? I watched a documentary 7 years ago called there is a you don't consider the Bible at the very least ethos a historical document? Not in the slightest. You just think, what is it? Anyway, I'll mention that in a moment. But the Reader's Digest, 50 different things about giants. So what I watched was a documentary called Giants Existed, and here's the proof they forgot to hide, or something like that. They have found giant bones all over the freaking world, dude, which also is biblical. And what is it? The ancient giant trees we'll discuss. So listen, yeah, that's right, Michelle. We're discussing this and what this alien agenda is going to do to the world economy and how it fits into the New World Order and Jesus's second coming. Because this is, like I said, biblical. It's actually getting pretty serious here, man. So listen, we're live on Rumble right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. And by the way, there's some giant mass of water in the ocean right now that's going to make El Nino like 1,000 times crazier. RFK just said dangerous chemtrails are being sprayed on all of the United States. That's also breaking shocking news. But I don't want to talk too much about that on here for obvious reasons due to censorship. We're going to be discussing this and more on my Rumble live stream channel, which again is at the link in my bio. Link in my bio, free to download, free to watch, and free speech. Shout out to Indigo. Media must be desperate for news. Exactly, giants do or did exist. Rumble now. Shout out to Indigo, man. Yes, so we're live on Rumble. It's at the link in my bio. Come on over now. We got a ton of people on, and we're discussing the alien giant RFK agenda that's upon us as we speak. And next, I want to hear more about these cell towers as well, because we know that those serve a nefarious plot, and it's not just about you getting cell service. Will aliens pay taxes? Well, are they aliens, though, or are they demons? Because they definitely wouldn't pay taxes then. Okay, we'll see you guys on Rumble. Much love, everyone. Also, the Pope said that he would bless an alien. What the same damn is that? Dragons too, Philly, yep, 100%, dude. Okay, we'll see you guys on Rumble. Much love, everyone. Link in my bio. Yeah, so this is the video I just listened to. Listen to this. I'll play it full blast for you.
I've just made some bizarre claims. Take a look at this. Over the last 2 weeks, multiple people, including 2 members of Congress, have not denied that our own government is experimenting with mixing the DNA between some alien species and humans. But it didn't stop there. Then they dropped this. 4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, Insectoids, and Reptilians. Sound crazy? Well, the Bible actually predicted this thousands of years ago. In Genesis 6, during the days of Noah, we see that the sons of God, aka fallen angels, came into the daughters of man, and they bore children to them, which produced the Nephilim, semi-divine beings, giants, a corrupted bloodline, and the reason that God had to destroy the entire earth with a flood. But here's where this gets disturbing. When the disciples asked Jesus what the signs would be of his second coming, he said, "For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." So when we start hearing mainstream conversations about non-human intelligence, hybrid being, DNA manipulation, and mixing human genetics with something that's not human, we have to stop treating every headline like it's science fiction. There's a spiritual agenda behind a lot of what we're seeing.
Whether these reports are true, partly true, or just preparing people for a deeper deception, the warning is the same. Do not be deceived. So it's going to be a deception, dude. It's going to be aliens are good. They're going to help us. Or aliens are telling us not to bomb each other. Blah, 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 blah. People are going to fall for it. And this has already been prophesized and warned against, dude, 100%. So we do got to keep our head on a swivel, because the thing is if they're going to, obviously they're saying these are space aliens, right? We know that space is fake. We know that there's no planets. We know that there's no alien spaceships flying around. But there is interdimensional stuff, and there is demons. So we have to keep our extreme discernment. Basically, whatever the mainstream news is saying, we can imagine that it's pretty much going to be the opposite of that is the truth. So whether they come out and say aliens are good, whether there's a Project Bluebeam thing, look, aliens came, look at this video. It could be AI, like it's going to be, dude, this is actually going to be, you got to be so discerning with what's coming around the corner, because even I can't wrap my head around how it's supposed to be. That makes it sound like if anyone could, I should. I don't mean that, but I just mean like with all my research into all the different angles of this, I still don't know what it's going to look like. I don't quite know what it's going to look like, but I'm just going to be taking my, sweet time digesting the information as it comes and using my discernment. Because whether it's, we got a Project Bluebeam over here, we got a freaking alien invasion over there, we got a this, we got a that, there's going to be a deception that is supposed to try to dupe literally everyone in the world about whatever this thing is. It's going to be a large, large deception. You got to be more discerning than you can ever wrap your freaking head around, dude. Well, the thing is, Becky, is that no one really takes photos of space. Do you mean from Earth up? Because that's just the stars in the firmament, which are said to be, by the way, so stars and nebula. So yeah, Becky, it's said that, so they refer to angels as stars a lot in the Bible and in the Ethiopian Bible and in the Book of Enoch, where they refer to angels as stars. So some theories are that the angels that didn't fall from heaven are still in the firmament or in heaven through the firmament. We can see them, and that's what stars are in the sky. But what we know is there's no possible way that we're on a spinning ball and those stars are suns billions of miles away, because the mainstream model, if we're spinning and hurtling through space at a bajillion miles an hour and the universe itself is constantly expanding and everything's moving around and spinning around, the constellations have stayed the same for thousands of years. So there's no way the constellation should be the same, that the North Star should be in the same frickin' spot. So, like, there are legitimate questions. Well, what is a fucking nebula? Well, who knows? But it's not what NASA shows us, which is hyper pixelated, or rather hyper CGI and edited and made to look like a thing. And by the way, they fully confirm that. Like, if you Google does NASA CGI stuff, they say we use digital alterings and digital editings to help convey ideas and concepts which our cameras can't capture. That's literally what they say. So they admit that we totally edit the shit out of these pictures, but it's to get you to understand a concept that our cameras can't quite pick up. So you really got to buy their story to believe it, you know what I mean? And that's how they sell it to you. So listen, we have that to discuss, and also what exactly are the grays, because they're not exactly a new alien species either. And I say aliens, let's call them extraterrestrial, extra-terrain, maybe from outside the ice wall, or let's just call them demons. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, before we get to that, I have to say something that's quite shocking. We do know that RFK just came out and said that this is the first time he said this. He's made little hints about chemtrails before. RFK fully came out and just said that there is chemtrails being sprayed, dangerous chemtrails. Where's the tweet? Here it is right here. RFK Jr. claims a secret military agency is spraying dangerous chemtrails across American skies. Now, if you've been paying attention for a few years, you know that this has been going on for decades, and it's not just across American skies, it's all over the freaking place. But the fact that RFK Jr. is fully stating that now is a different freaking animal, dude. It's a different elephant in the room. Chemtrails themselves are elephants in the room, because we're talking about banning Red 3 and banning pesticides, but we're getting all dosed with God knows what's spraying on us. But we do have an idea of what's being sprayed on us. We know that it's heavy metals, aluminum, barium, and strontium. Interesting also that barium and aluminum, when you put them together on the periodic table, spells Baal, B-A-A-L, which is their ancient satanic deity Moloch thing that they worship. So that's maybe just a coincidence. But anyways, the shocking part is that they're talking about the potential that they were also spraying nanorobots to try to make human body Bluetooths, that you're connectable to artificial intelligence, to frequencies, to cell towers, because you have a synthetic, like, microchippy type thing in your body that is self-assimilating, and then it's supposed to connect you with the towers. I'm just saying, this is what whistleblowers are saying. All I know is when I hear that, that makes me want to detox, because your body knows how to reject any foreign object. Breast implants. You know what happens when you get breast implants? Your body, your whole life, tries to reject those implants. People are sick. It's called breast implant illness, and it's a thing. Your body wants to get anything foreign out of it, including a little nanobot that they think is so technologically advanced. The body knows what to freaking do with it, dude. So listen, do not be deceived. Let's detox this crazy stuff. Right before I started this live, I literally didn't even see that RFK tweet. But then Chalk told me, because everyone is freaking getting hyped up about detoxing heavy metals now because of this crazy tweet, we are going to be giving away pretty shocking amounts of product on this live right now to help people detox. I've heard that the first 3 people are getting $220 worth of freebies. I got to say that quietly because it adds to the atmosphere. But seriously, like, it is a shitload of freebies. Listen to this. So, free bags of organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, which is the chocolate powder, which massively stimulates stem cell production. It's super detoxing and it's delicious. Plus, those stem cells are said to have anti-aging effects, and it boosts your liver function, which helps you detox heavy metals, which I tell you right now, forget about the nanobots for a second. You want to be detoxing the metals, because if they crank up the cell towers, right now you are basically a, a transceiver, receptor, receiver, whatever, for the frequencies, dude. Think of yourself as an antenna if you never detoxed heavy metals, because those metals react with electromagnetic frequencies. It's like putting freaking tinfoil in a microwave. We got to talk about this. So, $100 bags of organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder. 1111, you said you had your breast implants for 20 years and they're still magnificent. I'm not denying like the look of them or anything, but I'm saying that if you were to go, check them out, get them taken out, your body has made like this huge calcification thing around the tissue, and it let's just say breast implant illness is a thing. It's quite common. We got to watch our heads, keep our heads on a swivel here. But I'm not saying they would look bad. But many women discussed feeling many different symptoms and whatnot after a number of years with breast implants, silicone or the other one. I forget what it is. But anyway, so listen. So free $100 bags of chocolate powder, organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. Also, you got to watch out for the absorption of chemicals through those too. I'm not, but I mean, really, if I had a chunk of plastic or silicone or whatever it be, I mean, it's touching your skin. It probably is leaching some stuff, right? Again, we got to keep our heads on a swivel here, dude. So chocolate powder, free, $100 value. Then we're also giving away the $60 bottles of the Chalk 7 Wonders, which is the organic heirloom, organic, natural, adaptogenic mushroom blend from Chalk that has chaga, lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, oyster, reishi, and maitake mushrooms in it. 2 of these mushrooms they're trying to ban in Europe. Why? Because, they haven't hurt anyone. Turkey tail and lion's mane, they're trying to ban. No one's ever got hurt by them. But yet Red Bull and alcohol, hundreds of people, thousands of people a year die from that. And that's not getting banned. I wonder how healthy they really want you. And we're also giving away another $60 freebie, but I'll explain how the deal works. So first and foremost, first things first come, first serve, brother. I just put the link in the chat, which goes to chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. So Chalk is based in Texas. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. Go to chalk.com, first things first, to get bumped first in line. We're only doing this for the first 2 or 3 people. You get a free $100 bag of lit, a free $60 bottle of the 7 Wonders, and a $60 bottle of the Chalk Minerals, which is extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah, which detoxes heavy metals. It rebuilds your DNA. It boosts your gut microbiome. It detoxes pesticides and microplastics. And also, you get way more nutrients from the food you're eating now to begin with if you're getting the full matrix of minerals, because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So you're going to feel like $1 million taking all 3 of these freebies. That is getting included free. So this is the way the deal works. Once you go to chalk.com, the number one superfood for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit. So the Shilajit is a hormone optimizer. It's clinically studied. It boosts fertility for men and women, detoxes heavy metals, is believed to decalcify the pineal gland, super hormone optimizing. When guys take it, it boosts testosterone 21% in 90 days, which guys should be thinking about right now because we know how much shocking stuff we're exposed to. That's lowering guys' testosterone. And also, when women take it, it calibrates your hormones. So it's an adaptogen. It adapts to the individual's needs and requirements. By the way, the Soviet Union secretly studied Shilajit for several decades, looking into the benefits to administer it to their troops and to the secret service of the Soviet Union, which was like what, the Spetsnaz or whatever it was. Like KGB agents were taking Shilajit government mandatedly. We want you to have faster muscle repair, faster brain function, faster hormones, better hormones, whatever it is. And it helped fight fatigue and give them natural energy. So they administered it to their troops. It's a serious thing. That's the Shilajit. Now, to get the free $220 worth of freebies, which may end up being only to the first person, by the way, you got to go to chalk.com. The male and female vitality stacks on the site are the top 2 combos of superfoods for men and women. If you put the male or female vitality stack subscription in your cart and you apply the coupon code 44LIFE, that's 44LIFE, automatically you get a lifetime 44% off discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And then Chalk is going to put in your package, when it's being packed, a $100 bag of chocolate powder, a $60 bottle of the Chalk Minerals, and a $60 bottle of the Chalk 7 Wonders, which again is the adaptogenic mushroom blend with chaga and lion's mane and 5 other adaptogenic mushrooms, which chaga is believed to decalcify the pineal gland. Lion's mane induces nerve growth factor, so rebuilds your nervous freaking system, which is your hormones, which boosts your mood and focus, put it that way. And then the second superfood that's in both the male and female vitality stack is the organic ashwagandha, which calibrates your hormones, is super detoxing, rebuilds your endocrine system, and supports the production of melatonin, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. Our ashwagandha is certified organic and has 14 times as many bioactive compounds that's in the conventional ashwagandha that you find on Amazon. So don't hear me talking about the benefits of Shilajit and ashwagandha and think, I'll just go to Amazon. Fuck it. Not all. You don't want to play Russian roulette with freaking Chinese ashwagandha on Amazon, dude. Not all ashwagandha is the same. They grow 90% of the ashwagandha on the internet is farmed in China. Ours is certified organic and has 43 or 46 clinical studies, hormones, fertility, brain function. By the way, if you're looking at the female vitality stack and you're in California, you have to watch out. There's a little bit of a thing going on where we can't send the female stack. You can't order the female stack from California, but you can order the male vitality stack from California. And then I tell Chalk to swap it for a female stack. Don't ask why, but let's just say they don't want you taking Irish moss. Irish moss is pro-fertile. It detoxes heavy metals. Ours is wildcrafted from Nova Scotia. Most Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics. It supports healthy hair, skin, and nails. It boosts skin elasticity, skin hydration, and collagen synthesis. We can do lit for California. Jesse? So Michelle, I think I answered that question at the same time you were asking it. So there might be like a 10-second lag, but I think so you can get the female stack in California. You just have to order the male vitality stack, and then we will swap it. Oh, you can't buy lit in California either, but we can send it for free though. The UK, we do ship basically everything to the UK except the Tomcat 100, because Tomcat Ali, this is the 3rd superfood in the male vitality stack. I'm glad you guys are asking these fun questions. Why can't we ship this here? Why can't we ship this there? Because of Codex Alimentarius. Codex Alimentarius is Latin for food control. It's a part of the Agenda 21, Agenda 2030 to fully control the food supply. It's already in the works, dude. They don't want you taking Shilajit. They don't want you taking ashwagandha. That's a fact. Otherwise, what do you think? They'd be talking about it. They'd be breaking news. Ashwagandha can rejuvenate and restore your hormone function. Millions and millions of people with their hormones are gimped upside down, and it's like they're here. Take this pharmaceutical. Like, you see what I'm saying? If you want the lit in California and you're already subscribed, we can add it too. Okay, that makes sense. So remember, if you want the female vitality stack, which has the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the Irish moss, put the male vitality stack in your cart. Apply the coupon code 44life. You get that 44% off lifetime discount, and then we will swap it for a female vitality stack. You could also put it in the order notes, but if it comes in on the live, I'll be able to tell them swap that for a female stack. The male stack, though, the Tomcat Ali, boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Plus, it increases sperm count up to 688%. So ladies who are listening, you may want to get your husband's, or a lady today got her son the male vitality stack because God knows hormones, testosterone levels are off a cliff. Or men, if your wife may have taken birth control or drank tap water, etc., let's decalcify and detox them as well. So this is what we're thinking about. But remember, the first two people get $220 worth of freebies: the chocolate powder, the Chalk 7 Wonders, and the Chalk Minerals, which when you're on the site, you will see the benefits of those alone are absolutely mind-blowing. We have a 10-minute countdown timer because we're not supposed to do the full-blown free $220 worth of stuff for very long. It was supposed to be the first person. They said maybe two. Now it's 10 minutes. So quickly get your orders placed ASAP. Michelle said her question was the Canada shipping. Okay, shout out to CA. Sorry, the flag emoji doesn't show up, Michelle, on the Rumble type thing that I'm going through right now. But yes, we ship everything, including the female stack, to Canada. We can ship the female vitality stack to Canada. We ship to Canada all the time. I'm in Canada, Michelle. You know that? Where in Canada are you, Michelle? Yes, exactly. And then they are messing around with the food, 100%, Tim. Piano, dude, we'll hook you up, man. You know what, dude? If it's about to be a great reset, you might as well just max out all your cards. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude, we'll hold a slot for you to try to hook you up with freebies in the future, man. No problem, dude. We'll try. You just message me on Instagram and I'll try to hook you up to the max degree that we can. Shout out to Butterdog, dude. So we got 9 minutes left. Remember, you're putting the male vitality stack or the female vitality stack in your cart. You're applying the coupon code 44life that unlocks the 44% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And then you're going to get the $220 worth of freebies. Now, Michelle is in Alberta, which, by the way, is like, it's kind of the Texas of Canada. There's a lot of freedom fighters over there who does not prefer what's going on in Toronto, to be honest. Omri said, Chalk is help saving my life. How can I join the Chalk team? I could definitely be an ambassador. Omri, dude, what are you taking, bro? Are you taking freaking the male vitality stack or something? Let me know, dude. Also, hold on a second. So Michelle, yeah, we ship to Alberta all the time. You're going to get 44% off. You won't pay duties, and you'll get $220 worth of freebies. Michelle, we have a bunch of Albertans who are taking Chalk, by the way. Also, Jesse, that was funny, eh? Becky said, my bro got a male stack yesterday and wants to get a female stack for his girlfriend, but she has PKU. I don't know what that is, and can't take Shilajit. Would you make a stack specially for her? Yes, Becky. Get her or you or him to order. It should be working, Timmy. Try again, choq.com. Where are you trying to tune in from? But Becky, if she can't take Shilajit, which I'd be surprised because I don't really know anyone who can't take Shilajit unless you're on a bunch of pharmaceuticals. Then technically you're not supposed to. You're supposed to consult a healthcare practitioner. But I would do then the ashwagandha, the Irish moss for sure. That's for thyroid. That's for your hormones. Boom, bang, bing. And then also I would probably go with the. I would probably double dose either the Irish moss or probably get a 7 Wonders. But again, you're getting a 7 Wonders, minerals, and a lit free if you're the first person to order on the live tonight. So, or the first two, or within 7 minutes and 10 seconds is what we got left. The UK, yeah, Timmy, we ship to the UK all the time. Get a female stack with the subscription, 44 Life, and then we'll get you swapped with a male stack. So we can secretly send you a male stack because I don't know about the Tomcat in the UK or whatever, but we'll see. But yeah, let me know, dude. You did know that, eh, Michelle? It's working for everyone else, Timmy. What's going on? Can you not activate? Can you not access the Chalk site in Europe or something, dude? Let me ask the team here. Hold on. No problem, Becky. Chalk has definitely changed my life too. Shout out to Will, who's in the basin of Chalk, or what do you call it? Not the basin, the damn valley, Central Valley, California. Shout out to freaking Will. He's near Fresno. It's hot as hell out there right now. I hope it rains. Indigo, you're not just a node. You're so much more than a node. Unless that's... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Okay, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. I'm just getting an update. Yeah, sorry. You can buy Chalk in the UK. So I don't know what's going on with your phone or your like laptop or something. But yeah, get the female stack and then we'll send you the male stack. Again, that has the Shilajit. Shout out to Jesse. The Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the Tonkat Ali, which massively boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count up to 688%, which is absolutely shocking. Becky, that's interesting. So her body can't process Shilajit, but it's an herbal mineral compound like you'd think. I bet you, well, I can't say that. But anyways, Becky, let me know your thoughts. Male Vitality Stack, the chocolate, 7 Wonders and Minerals, had lucid dreaming, literally like Spider-Man a couple nights. I've had a couple people purchase Chalk since I've been speaking on it. Get me on the team. Shout out to Omri, dude. Dude, DM me on Instagram, man. That's freaking awesome. And a couple nights ago, you had lucid dreams. Well, that's because Shilajit is believed to decalcify the pineal gland. Heirloom cacao has 80 times as many antioxidants as wild blueberries, which is in the you're getting the chocolate powder, which is heirloom cacao. That's pineal gland function massively. And then also the 7 Wonders and the minerals also are believed to decalcify the pineal gland because one has chaga and the other has humic acid. Humic acid breaks down calcifications and acidic deposits in the body, like a calcified, crusty pineal gland. So let's get freaking detoxing, man. Okay, there's a ton of people on the site. We got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the deal. You got to get your male or female Vitality Stack order placed ASAP. Apply that coupon code 44life to get the 44% off lifetime discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, but keep in mind, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. Tamarind apparently is good for your pineal gland, but I don't know, like tamarind has antioxidants and stuff. It's good for you for sure. And I would definitely do tamarinds. The only thing is I'm like pretty much 100,000% sure that, like, dude, I do cilantro, right? It's said to be good for your pineal gland and detox heavy metals, but I'm also taking superfoods, man. I'm also taking the Shilajit. I'm taking the ashwagandha. I'm taking the Tonkat. I don't know that we could OD on superfoods. And what I mean by that is because of all the shit we're exposed to today, and because of all the lack of vitamins and minerals that are in the food and water supply, it's really shocking what we're actually exposed to on a day-to-day basis, to be honest. Okay, Timmy, that's good. You put a VPN on and it works. Okay, that's awesome, Tim. Well, Tim, you got 3.5 minutes left to put the male Vitality Stack in your cart and apply that coupon code 44life on the subscription. Remember, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. But keep in mind, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose. Becky, I'm glad you researched that, or she did before she went and started taking Shilajit. That's very good. Then I would say she should check if she can take the ashwagandha, the Irish moss, and like the chalk minerals or something. Because that should be, I mean, they say humic acid is like the destroyer of weakness. You know, it like flushes out, cleans you out, rejuvenates, restores. And also, of course, because you're getting the full matrix of minerals rebuild your DNA. And because minerals are frequencies of light and your DNA is light codes. So they work together completely in conjunction. And it is absolutely shocking. The fact that even if we're eating 100% organically today, we're getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. If you're eating 100% organically today, you're getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. It's freaking shocking, dude. 2.5 minutes left. Remember, you're getting $220 worth of freebies if you get the male Vitality Stack subscription or the female Vitality Stack subscription and apply the coupon code 44life. So you get 44% off for life and $220 worth of freebies, which is absolutely freaking wild. This is supposed to be like a lightning round, like first 2 people max, and then we're closing the deal down. Before, we were just giving away free bags of lit, which still is badass. It's a $100 bag. It detoxes you. It boosts your gut microbiome. It increases stem cell production. You do feel like $1 million taking just that, but they really upped the ante. Like I said, lightning round, bonus round, $220 worth of freebies if you get the male or female stack. And this isn't even Becky T, by the way. Becky T, guys, is in Australia. This isn't even just the pesticides and the GMOs and the fluoride and all that stuff. It's also, obviously, we started this discussion on the fact that we're being sprayed with shocking amounts of strange metals and whatnot in the sky. which completely, unfortunately, accumulate. Non-toxic, there's a ton of people on the site right now. Usually it takes a few minutes for people to navigate to the cart, apply the code. But I know non-toxic's like, dude, I only got like a free Shilajit or a free lit. Like, this is fucking crazy, man. I'd be buying right now. But non-toxic's already a chalk enjoyer. He's over 90 days, I think so. Shout out to freaking non-toxic, guys. He also works with copper, so he's never going to have like arthritis or anything because whatchamacallit, copper has like these amazing benefits. So there's a couple people checking out. We got 90 seconds left on the deal. Guys, literally, if you are on the freaking fence, literally smash your order into the screen now, and I will get Chalk to hook you up to the complete max, $220 worth of freebies. But you got to remember, use that coupon code 44life because you don't want to pay full price. And the coupon code is how you get the discount. Most of us on here probably already subscribed. I wouldn't say most, but definitely probably like, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe 40%. Like, everyone comment if you're a chalk enjoyer right now. Look at Matthew. He said, I have no money or I would be buying and jumping in on this deal. Keep in mind, guys, Matthew has enjoyed chalk. He is a chalk enjoyer. I'm pretty sure he's subscribed, or he at least did subscribe like the other day. So he is in, I think chalk is fueling your system right now, isn't it, Matthew? Borax is apparently really good, dude. It's one of those things that has so many multi-purposes and uses. Will said most of us are part of the fam already. Shout out to Will. Butterdog is about to Klarna his stuff. I forget what that means, but that's like a slang for like order his ass off. That's freaking awesome. Non-toxic has 4 bags of lit and 90 days worth of the mail stack and 3 Chad modes. Dude, shout out to non-toxic, bro. And he came on here. I'm pretty sure you said you lost weight, non-toxic. We did a real-time review of his refrigerator on the live. He sent me a picture of his fridge on Instagram while I was live. And I said, well, hey, I would avoid this. Hey, grab that instead. Hey, and I did a full-blown review. Didn't hold back and on his fridge. And then like the next day, he's like buying chalk, making sourdough bread. The guy changed his whole freaking life around in like a week, dude. So shout out to freaking non-toxic on his ultimate life path right now, man. Matthew said, yes, it is. He is. Chalk is flowing through his system right now. Okay, hold on a second. So there's a ton of people on the site. Chalk is holding a slot for everyone who's on the site right now. They're basically grandfathered into the deal. There's a number of people checking out. Even though we exceeded the time window, they're going to hold a slot because there's people like literally halfway done placing their order. They're not going to rug pull them. Jelena, that and pay monthly thing. Oh, okay. Shout out to Timmy. I've never heard of Klarna. Okay, that makes sense. My mother-in-law has lost weight and reported much more energy. She helped my family move out of our old house and into the new one at 70 years old. Hold on a second, Jesse. Is this the same mother you told me about who you got chalk for, and now she's on the female stack and you're saying she's running around moving freaking boxes out of your house? Are you serious? Shout out to freaking guys, by the way, when people give me these shocking freaking reviews real time on the live, for one, I'm not surprised because these are clinically studied adaptogens. They have many clinical trials. They got heavy metal tests. And remember, we have 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So if you go on Trustpilot, you'll be reading till the freaking cows come home of people from all over the world, mostly the United States, talking about taking Shilajit, taking ashwagandha, taking the Tongkat Ali. For guys, boosting their testosterone levels through the freaking roof. We have Aloha Patriot, who did a sperm count test after 90 days taking chalk, and he's 40 years old, and the doctor said he has sperm count of like a 28-year-old or something like that. So we have that, the like anecdotal, you'd call them, or like reviews, but then we have the actual clinical studies. So yes, if you're taking clinically studied adaptogens, Shilajit, ashwagandha, Irish moss, wild crafted freaking mushroom extracts in the 7 wonders, which are super good for your brain function and your hormones, you will indeed feel like $1 million freaking bucks, dude, 100%. And also, remember, anything taken with the Shilajit, Shilajit is a potentiator, so it increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. So if you're taking the Shilajit with the ashwagandha and the Irish moss, then all the benefits I told you, the Irish moss, are like amplified because Shilajit increases the absorption rate, the nutrient profile, the nutrient delivery, blood flow, blood oxygenation, everything. I got my dad taking the Action 2.0 and the chalk daily because he got the thing that might affect his heart. So he is taking the Action 2.0 to help boost blood flow and blood oxygenation. But really, he could just be taking the chalk lit powder because that also massively boosts your blood flow, blood oxygenation, and your circulatory system and whatnot. Because you know that cacao is a vasodilator, increases blood oxygenation, increases blood flow and microcirculation. It's freaking amazing, dude. That's okay, Timmy. We'll hold a slot for you, dude. Or Timmy, ask the site if maybe they could do a special deal where it's like a bit bigger of a discount, but less freebies or something. See if the site says anything, but we got people checking out and we're supposed to literally close this deal down now. So I don't even know that they would do something for that there, Timmy, but for everyone on the site now, we got a couple minutes left on this deal, then we got to cap it. People are checking out as we speak. They're going to get hooked up to the max. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Alberta is ordering as well. And remember, duty free, like the duties will be covered. You don't have to pay duties. And then boom, bang, bing, you should move to Alberta, wink, based on that. I know, Michelle, but I'm also thinking if I'm going to go to Alberta, should I just go to frickin' not hop across, but legally immigrate to the United States, because Mrs. Shane Vibes is a U.S. citizen by birth. So if it actually becomes a total shitstorm here, I at least want to have that card up my sleeve because, but I don't like the idea of abandoning my countrymen, man, really. Even though I know it's like America is going to be it's the last bastion of freedom and I love the U.S. and everything. But like the thought of abandoning my countrymen is a bit of a shocking one, to be honest. But I also don't want to get, it's strange, definitely. I know, Michelle, you're preaching to the freaking choir. Michelle, did you do the Freedom Convoy? Let me know. Okay, hold on a second. There is like literally way more people on the site than we can give away freebies we can give away. So if you guys are literally on the fence, get your orders placed ASAP. Remember, the coupon code is 44life. You're applying the coupon code 44life to the male or female Vitality Stack subscription. And when you place your order with that discount and it's a subscription, you're getting the $100 bag of chocolate powder. You're getting the Chalk 7 Wonders, and you're getting the Chalk Minerals, which remember, the Chalk Minerals are extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah, which has its humic acid. Humic acid massively boosts your epithelial gut lining. It detoxes heavy metals and contaminants. It boosts your gut microbiome, and it's said to detox heavy metals as well. And that's just the humic acid in the Chalk Minerals. You also have humic and fulvic acid in the Chalk Shilajit, which is freaking amazing. Shout out to Indigo, that's right. Much more than a node. Shout out to Indigo, man. Good vibes, man. The guy's just freaking laughing. He's having a good old time. Shout out to Becky, too, and Jessia. Also, what's pretty shocking, Butterdog, it's not really sad to say that. I know all about that. I lived in BC, too, Michelle, and I lived in Alberta, too, actually. So I've been around, man. I haven't lived in Saskatchewan or Manitoba or Northwest Territories or Newfoundland or PEI or anything, but Alberta and BC for sure. BC, though, what the fuck's going on over there, eh? Holy shit, man. But I feel for the rural living freaking British Columbians who live outside of the clusterfuck city that's turning into a shithole, and they're just trying to live normal lives. And it's got the highest taxes and everything's going crazy over there. It's shocking, man. That's right. The coupon code 44LIFE. Oh, we did. Oh, so you did do the Freedom Convoy. Awesome, Michelle. Yeah, we went to North Bay actually, and participated in watching the freaking convoy drive by. It was impeccable. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Next two people, not next amount of minutes, next two people who get their order placed, male or female Vitality Stack subscription, coupon code 44life. You get 44% off your subscription for life, and you get the $100 bag of lit, the $60 bottle of minerals, and the $60 bottle of 7 Wonders. But we are literally about to shut this deal down. So if you're on the website, get your orders placed ASAP. Really, that makes sense, Michelle. I would do the same. But watch out for ticks. I guess Alberta's got a shitload of ticks now, eh? Speaking of, what are the odds? Ticks make you allergic to meat now. This is why you want to boost your system, be of sound mind and sound body. Also, you do know that in our cell phones, there's a little shaving of quartz crystal that receives data and information from the cell towers. If your pineal gland is calcified, you basically have a crystallization on your pineal gland. What if that crystal acts as a receiver to the frequencies coming off the cell towers, and it's some strange mind-altering freaking frequency band, mind control, covert mind control that's going on? Would that be shocking, or is that too far out? I'm just saying, this is why you want to decalcify your pineal gland. This is the literally last bonus round, micro last call. 4 minutes left, guys. If you're on the site, literally, we're trying to hold slots for people, but we got to get those through ASAP. Usually Chalk does like 20% off or something, maybe a little bit of a freebie. But right now is is 44% off for life with that discount code and $220 worth of freebies. Now, remember too, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. But remember, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. Timmy, if you're on a bunch of pharmaceuticals, you definitely got to consult your healthcare practitioner prior to taking a bunch of Chalk superfoods because there's no way to know, But honestly, if you ask some doctor, he'll just say no. So if you are asking a naturopath, then they'll probably, I don't know what they'll say. It depends what you're taking, man. But you got to figure that out, man. Respectfully. Shout out to Michelle, who's a practitioner And she says, and yes, we all need to detox. Well, Michelle, you know what I found out? Shilajit is 17 times as powerful for detoxing as zeolites, which I thought zeolites were like this badass cool thing. Apparently, this is a drop in the bucket compared to the Shilajit. It's a freaking game changer. And again, Shilajit, ashwagandha, and Irish moss is the female vitality stack. And then the male stack is the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the Tongkat 100, which is wildcrafted Tongkat Ali, boosting free testosterone 87% in 21 days and increasing sperm count and sperm motility. It's freaking shocking, man. That's crazy, Plano. Look what Plano said, guys. Indigo said detox with binders, exactly. So Shilajit and the chalk minerals and the Irish moss and the chocolate powder are all binders, contain binders. They have free radical scavenging compounds in them and antioxidants, which grab onto the toxins and help excrete them out of the body. Plus, Shilajit, remember, stimulates the production of new brain cells, which is called neurogenesis, which gives you way sharper memory, concentration, and focus. So, guys, we literally got 2 minutes left. A ton of people are on the site. We got to cap this bad boy and get your orders placed ASAP, man. That's all I can freaking flip a dip. Hold on a second. Let me double check something here. Yes, so the ashwagandha too, remember, every single one of Chalk Superfoods, there's something that puts it into a different ball game than anything else. Because, for example, the ashwagandha, ours is certified organic and 14 times as potent as conventional ashwagandha. And most ashwagandha is farmed in China. Our Shilajit, most Shilajit is full of heavy metals and is 20 to 30% water. Ours is hot water purified. The water is evaporated, making it a potent concentrate. And it also massively increases the brain cell production, as I told you, but it also has a compound in it called C60 or carbon 60, which has anti-aging effects. It lengthens telomeres. I don't know why I said that, Becky. It lengthens telomeres, which is the part of your DNA which dictates how fast or how slow you age, which is freaking shocking, dude. So if you're taking the Shilajit, it's literally anti-aging. And also the chocolate powder, the organic heirloom cacao, that also, because it massively boosts stem cell production, it's believed to also have anti-aging effects on the freaking body, dude, because it rejuvenates your liver so hard or something like that. It's freaking impeccable, man. I'm glad that it's still you can still get this stuff and it's not fully, banned yet or whatever, because they are trying to, man, 100%. Shout out to Timmy, man. I'm praying for your abundance, brother. I'm literally full blown praying rather for your abundance, bro. Abundance returning, 100%. Fasting, yeah, 100%. Indigo, everyone should be fasting. Yeah, helps your pocket. Yeah, when you don't eat for a few days. Well, when you stop there, when you fast, whatchamacallit? Yeah, 98 quid does sound like the price before the 44%, but he is shipping to the UK, Maggot Tim, so that is a bit more. But here's the thing. When you fast, yeah, you do realize how much time in a day is spent on preparing food, cooking food, buying food, preparing, cooking, buying, cleaning, plates, cutlery, blah, 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 blah. When you fast, you have so much more time in a day. It's not even funny, dude. Girls do have to fast according to their cycle, which I don't even know what that looks like, Becky. Does that mean like right after your cycle ends or right when it begins? When does that exactly work, I wonder? But I know that that's right. You can't just indiscriminately fast. Women have a different system for sure. But what's interesting, Becky, which I know you know, is that so because Shilajit is an adaptogen and it adapts to the individual's needs and requirements, and because it doesn't boost testosterone for women, but instead it calibrates their hormones, Shilajit technically assumes your gender based on your DNA, your genetic profile, which is a shocking thought, man. Timmy, one thing with the chocolate is I have some in the morning and I'm not hungry whatsoever until dinner. It does give you quite the fill up, eh? Like it does fill you up. It is a strong, rich superfood, 100%. Michelle, really, eh? I thought women could do longer fasts than that, but maybe so. Okay, hold on a second. We're just, there's a few people left on the site. We're literally about to close down the live, guys. I don't think we're going much longer. But a lot of people were DMing me before the live, asking me what freebies we're giving away because they saw the RFK chemtrail post. And so I wanted to quickly help, spread the word of chalk, get people freaking decalcified. Women in many countries do not fast during their monthly period. Okay, that makes sense, Indigo. So during that part of the cycle. But Michelle, are you sure about that, eh? I could have sworn women could fast longer than 14 hours. Isn't that basically, it's like pretty much overnight. You know what I mean? But let me know, Michelle. I'm not a woman. I mean, but I do get, when I make posts about natural birth and stuff, um, people comment, usually either women who are super pro medical system or brainwashed or are like, I don't know, pro abortion or something. And I make a post just about natural birth. And they're like, no uterus, no opinion. And to that I say, you just assumed my gender. Because that's really speaking their language, Okay, hold on a second. Hormone releasing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bang. There's literally several people plugging in cards right now. I'm getting updates from Chalk real time. So there's still a ton of people on the site. We're literally about to cap this deal, dude. Well, Jesse, let's ask, because she is a practitioner. So maybe she meant a certain amount of other hours or something. From my understanding, fasting for 3 days does a reset on the immune system. That's right, Soul Wizard. If they have high cortisol, don't exceed 14 hours. Okay, because you said if they fast for more than 14 hours, it spikes your cortisol, but you mean specifically for people. So, well, interestingly, ashwagandha and shilajit both are said to lower cortisol. But people don't think, see, here's the thing about stress. People think, well, I'm not stressed. Shit's going all right. And that's great, obviously, to not feel stressed. The problem is Wi-Fi, cell towers, smart meters, microplastics, pesticides, these free radicals, those are a stressor on the body. And so, no, there is some truth to it, Jesse, but she didn't word it 100% the first time, but there is some truth to what there is, she's not, I wouldn't say she's wrong. Like, that's a bit of a, but I know, Jesse, come on, man. Anyways, though, yeah, lowering cortisol. Oh, yeah. But these contaminants and these frequencies that we're exposed to are stressors on the body. It's not optimal for your system, right? So, exactly. Jesse, what do you mean, dude? Hold on a second. A ton of people are on the site right now, dude. There's a book called Fast Like a Girl, which is informative for women wanting to fast. It explains it all. Oh, wow. Michelle does 3-day fasts, but with mineral supports. Shout out to Michelle, who knows that minerals are key for one, igniting every biological process in the body, calibrating your endocrine system. Also, every single vitamin requires a mineral to digest it, every single vitamin requires a mineral, to digest it, to activate it, to utilize it. You can take all the vitamins in the world. If you're not getting the minerals, you can't absorb shit from the vitamins. You need minerals 100%. So again, today, even if you're eating 100% organically, you're getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. So you do want to make sure you get a consistent dose to experience the full range of the full range of minerals to get way more nutrients from your food, nutrient delivery, freaking cell repair, cell rejuvenation. Minerals are key, man. And that's in the, the shilajit and the wild-crafted Irish moss. You're getting the full matrix of minerals. Plus the free minerals that you're getting if you are one of the next 2 people to get a male or female vitality stack at chalk.com and you apply the coupon code 44life. Remember, you're getting the $100 bag of chocolate powder, organic, heavy metal tested, certified heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the Chalk 7 Wonders, which is the adaptogenic mushroom blend, and the chalk minerals, which are extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah, the biggest in the world, it said, which is an ancient lake that got flattened out when I guess the Great Flood happened. Anyways, so it's really good for you, man. The minerals, bioavailable minerals, calibrate your endocrine system, and also rebuild your DNA. Shout out to who just ordered something shocking. Hold on a second. Someone just got a literal ton of stuff from chalk.com, dude. Yo, congratulations to who just got a gigantic order. You're getting fully hooked up. You are going to feel like $1 million. We basically have 1 slot left. If you guys are on the freaking fence, dude, literally get your orders placed ASAP. Chalk.com, CHOQ.com. Coupon code 44LIFE. You're getting the free lit powder. You're getting the chalk minerals, and you're getting the chalk 7 Wonders. That's right. If you order a male or female vitality stack next with the discount code 44life. Should you take these tablets if you're fasting? So one thing, Chief Mustache, technically they're capsules, not tablets, but that didn't answer your question, did it? Yes, dude, you should especially be taking shilajit while you're fasting. It like increases the effectiveness, the potency, the benefits of the fast. 100%, dude. Ashwagandha while you're fasting, when your body's empty and it's not digesting a bunch of freaking slop, you're dialed, bro. It's like it can utilize every micron molecule of the shilajit. It boosts the fast. Exactly. Shout out to Jesse, man. Jesse comes in here swinging full caps. He says this girl's wrong, then he's going full caps. Shout out to Jesse, dude. He takes chalk while he's fasting, but not the lit. Okay, well, that's right, because if you're doing a true fast is 0 calories. So, yes, that would be correct. You would not want to take the lit if you were trying to obtain a true fast. Now, I'm sure there's some fasts where it's like a cacao fast and all you have is cacao. That's a cleanse or something we can say. You know what I mean? But Timmy, don't worry about the vegan stuff, man. Just eat your, just don't eat pork and you're good to go, man. Or lobsters, crabs, follow the Leviticus dietary laws, man. Really, beef, lamb, chicken, you're good. Don't eat too much chicken, though. It's a ruminant. It's a ruminant. Yes, Michelle, I'm glad you freaking joined the live. I wish Rules and Tools was here right now. His mom's like anyway, we'll talk about it. But Michelle said, when your body isn't busy digesting, it's healing. This is why fasting is so incredible. In fact, dude, I swear to, you know what? I think tomorrow I'm going to start a 3-day fast and I'll end it on like Saturday or something. Comment below if you're going to fast. Guys, hold on a second. Timmy, that's a strange dichotomy, bro, I will say. There's literally, dude, I can't even imagine how many people are on the site right now. There is way more people on the site than we have freebies to give away. But this is the micro last call. Yo, Swing, shout out to your freaking trade, by the way, bro. I got Euro short for 2R this morning, which was badass and quick, and it was female stacks. Okay, a bunch of people are looking at female stacks, but Swing, I took a good trade today too. That's awesome that you had freaking. Did you say ES or NASDAQ? US 30. Nice. Swing. Dope, dude. So Michelle's gonna fast with me. Shout out to Michelle. Hold on a second. Wow, that's funny. Becky, look what Becky just said. If you're on the website looking at the female stack, listen to what I'm about to say to you. Becky just said she's been taking ashwagandha for a long time, and she didn't think she really felt it until now taking the chalk ashwagandha. My aunt came up to me and said, what do you think about ashwagandha? I said, it's a superfood. It's in our female vitality stack. She said, I'm taking it, but I don't feel anything. I said, where's it from? She said, Amazon, but it's organic. I said, organic Amazonian fucking ashwagandha it's Chinese. It's a Shanghai surprise. You don't even know what you're getting. Half that stuff is completely fake. So anyway, I gave her some of the chalk ashwagandha, and then she didn't actually get back to me about it, to be honest. But look what Becky says. It's true. You can get a total inferior ashwagandha that doesn't do nothing for you. Whereas if you get the chalk ashwagandha, it's lab tested, clinically studied, and also has, what is it? Did I say 43 or 46 clinical studies? Hormones, fertility, brain function, you freaking name it, dude. It's an absolute game changer. So hold on. People are plugging in their cards. This is the final, literally hurry up and place your order ASAP because someone just got a massive order and they're getting all kinds of freebies. And there's still enough people on the site that it's like, dude, if we close the deal now, it's kind of savage because we'd be rug pulling this from so many people. Remember too, for California, you can get the male stack. You can order that and we'll send you the female stack. It's a bit of a funny loophole. Don't ask why. It's just, they don't want you taking Irish moss, dude, put it that way. And remember too, our Irish moss is wildcrafted from Nova Scotia, whereas most Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics, which is freaking shocking, dude. Wow, look what Becky said. I've been trying to balance my hormones for years. I finally feel hope. Shout out to lovely Becky, man. Shout out to freaking Becky all the way from Australia. She came on the live. She was a little bit quiet at the beginning. Becky, remember? You didn't say too much at the beginning. You asked a few chalk questions. Then you got the female stack. And now that you got your chalk, you're like, yo, chalk it up. Hormones, fertility, brain function. She's feeling like $1 million. Yeah, exactly, Michelle, 100%. When you eat, your immune system takes up resources that it would normally use to rejuvenate the body, 100%. That's why fasting, it said in the Bible, by the way, that fasting and prayer can basically heal any disease is what it says, fasting and prayer can. But they took that line out of the new Bibles, by the way. Shout out to Indigo, that's right. Irish moss from the north, that's right. Well, Indigo, the other alternative was to get way cheaper Irish moss, but from the Caribbean. And none of those islands treat their gray water. So that's not ideal, dude. Hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Hold on. Exactly, Indigo. My husband was a hard sell, but we found brisket bacon on Azuri, and he's not so mad at me anymore. Haha. Shout out to Embry. What is brisket bacon? Is that like beef bacon or something? Okay, hold on a second. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna extend this deal for a micron of a moment here because there's still a ton of people on the site, and we want to get them hooked up to the max. But you gotta literally get your orders placed within the next like 15 minutes. We're gonna be live again tomorrow and fully freaking surge something, but I don't think the deal is gonna be any better than this one. I don't think it could be. So if you're on the site, you're looking at the female or the male vitality stack, remember to apply the coupon code 44life ASAP to get the 44% off lifetime discount. And then you're going to get the free lit, the free 7 wonders, and the free chalk minerals included in your order automatically. You don't have to add them to your cart. They're getting included in your order. So they're not going to show up. They're just going to be put in your box and show up to your door, but they're not going to show up on the site. But anyways, guys, send me your order number ASAP so I can make sure you get hooked up with the freebie. Send it to me on Instagram. You got 15 minutes roughly from now to get that place. Make sure you place it ASAP. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you on the live tomorrow. Make sure your live notifications are on. And keep your head on a swivel. We got more alien stuff to talk about and Elon Musk stuff to talk about tomorrow as well. And the state of our countries, depending on how close we get to Agenda 2030. I'll tell you all about it. We still got to talk about the reptilian swing, but I got to go, dude. Okay, listen, guys. I love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Shout out to Swing. Excellent freaking trade today, Swing. Pat yourself on the freaking back, man. Okay, guys. We'll see you on the next one.